Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. But before we get into any of that, we have to talk about the new vehicle that is sitting right behind me. This is the Albany Cavalcade XL, and it has just been released into Grand Theft Auto Online today. Pretty cool vehicle. It actually handles really well, surprisingly good, and it does have a decent amount of customization. It goes for just over $1.6 million. If you want to know a little bit more about it, I do have a customization and review out on my channel right now, so go check that out if you fancy it. But yeah, it's a new vehicle. We have a new one in GTA Online this week. That's cool. But of course, to start off with this week, as usual, we have to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we do have a few bonus money opportunities, so let's talk about them. First of all, we have triple money and triple RP on select community created jobs like Renza Latale. We also have GTR Peer Course number 1, that's on triple money and triple RP, and there's many others available this week that are on triple money and triple RP. So if you guys are interested in trying those out, they are going to be on here, and you can make a decent amount of money doing them. Now, of course, we do have an adversary mode on bonus money this week as well, and that is going to be Drop Zone. Drop Zone is actually a super fun adversary mode. I haven't played it on this character, but me and my friends used to play this a long time ago, and it is actually one of the most fun adversary modes in all of GTA Online. In fact, we might even have to run it this week, so we'll have to see. I'll let you guys know in a community post if we do plan on doing that. I think it would be pretty fun though. And the final way of earning bonus money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online is through the tow truck services within the salvage yard business from the new Chop Shop DLC. Tow truck services are going to be paying double money and double RP for this week, which is pretty cool. Now, that might not sound all that great in theory, but let me put it to you like this. Now, the salvage yard business, there are vehicles that are going to be worth a minimum of $31,000. There's also going to be vehicles that are worth a maximum of $40,000. So on the low end, per vehicle that you deliver and salvage at your salvage yard, you're going to be making $62,000 right now with double money. And don't forget, you can do 2 of these. So that is $124,000 in 48 minutes. Not too bad for something that is working in the background after you grab the vehicle. Or of course, on the high end, it can earn you about $160,000 every 48 minutes if you do the 2 of them. So this is actually going to be a pretty good way of earning money this week, as just a little filler and background activity that you guys can do while you're running your other businesses, which is how I would advise you to make money this week. Now, unfortunately, the discounts don't really coincide with the business bonus, so that really kind of sucks. But anyways, we're going to head over to the dealerships because every vehicle that is discounted this week is found within the dealerships. But first, we're going to stop at the casino, talk about the podium vehicle, then the car meet, talk about the prize ride, and then we'll get started with the discounts. Alright guys, within the casino, the vehicle that is available on the podium this week is the Lampadaddy Tropos Rally. The Tropos Rally is a sick car, actually. It does have a little bit of customization. It's not the fastest car ever, but it does have really, really grippy handling, which is really fun, and I think it looks pretty good. It's based off of the Lancia 037 that is from the rallies from way back in the day, which is a pretty cool car. You could also say it's based off the Stratos. I'm not really 100% sure, but it's kind of a cross between both of them, I would say. Very cool car. You should try to win it at the casino this week. Alright guys, and within the LS car meet, the prize ride for the week is the Enos Paragon R. This is actually a really, really cool vehicle, and unfortunately it is a removed one, but of course you can win it this week. Now, in order to do this, you're going to have to place top 2 for 3 days in a row in LS car meet series races, which is not a terrible challenge. If you can win trade with a friend back and forth, this will be super worth it to try to win. It is one of the faster sports cars in GTA Online when it comes to performance, so it's actually a good car. I would definitely recommend trying to win it. As for the 3 vehicles that are available this week in the car meet to be purchased, we have the Ocelot Locust over here on the left, and we also have the Visser Neo in the middle, as well as the Dinka Jester on the right. Dinka Jester is a fantastic car. It goes for $240,000. It's all-wheel drive. It has a ton of customization. One of the most customizable early cars in GTA Online, I would say. The Visser Neo is a car that I really cannot stand personally. I know a lot of people completely love this thing. I think it's ugly, which a lot of people really disagree with me on, but that's okay, to each their own. This thing's got a decent amount of customization. It is a faster sports car in GTA Online, not going to win you any races necessarily. I think the handling's pretty bad, but that might just be my opinion. I'm not 100% sure. And then of course on the end we have the Ocelot Locust. This is a car that I do recommend picking up. This is one of the best handling cars cars in the entire game, I swear. It's super light. It's also very responsive in the corners. Overall, it is a blast to drive. I wish that it had a roof, but unfortunately it only comes in a full convertible, or not even a convertible, just a roadster. Not even a roadster, it doesn't even have a windscreen, but it's a very cool car. You should definitely pick up the Locust this week. It's also 30% off. The Vista Neo is 30% off as well. Can't necessarily recommend it personally, but you might like it. So if you want to know more about it, there are reviews on YouTube. In fact, I even have some as well, but you're going to get my opinion, which is that I don't really like it. And then the Jester for 240 grand, you cannot go wrong. Unfortunately, it's not discounted, but it's 240 grand. So if you want it, it's cheap already. And at Simeon's dealership, we have quite a few vehicles available this week. To start off with, we have the Ubermacht Zion Cabrio available to be purchased. And this was removed from Southern San Andreas Super Auto, so you can't get the Cabrio version of it anymore unless you steal it off of the street, which is what I would recommend doing. I wouldn't necessarily recommend picking it up at Simeon's. However, we do have the Coquette Blackfin right here, which is a vehicle that is removed and that I would recommend picking up from Simeon's. You can also remove the roof from it, which is pretty cool. It sounds absolutely amazing. Other than that, it doesn't have a ton of customization, but it is still a really cool car, and I would recommend picking up the Blackfin for sure. Over here we have the Enos Cognoscenti 55 Armored. This is a pretty cool car. It can take one RPG and then the second one will destroy it. So it's kind of neat. It also has bullet resistant windows. They're not super great, but they're not terrible either. Overall, it is a pretty cool car. I think in this color scheme in particular, it actually looks really good. It's a vehicle that I could kind of take or leave. It's not really that awesome, but it's not bad either. So kind of do whatever you want with the Enos Cognoscenti 55, of course. Over here we have the Volcar Warrener. Not a car that is super amazing, but it does have some customization. Its performance is generally pretty bad, but it is a cool vehicle. So if you're interested in it, you can pick it up. I don't even know how much this thing goes for. I'm gonna investigate this real quick. Let's see. 120 grand, so it's really cheap actually. So if you guys want that for 120, I'd say probably pick it up. It's worth it actually. And then right here, last but not least, we have the Western Wolfsbane. This bike is just kind of average. It's nothing too special. So if you miss it, or if you don't buy it, don't trip out about it because you're not missing much. Over here at Luxury Autos, we have the brand new Albany Cavalcade XL available with this livery on it, and we also have the Fathom FR36 available in here as well. Both these cars are cool. I wouldn't necessarily recommend getting either of them from here. They're just going to be overpriced, and they're going to come with a livery that you might not want. So unless you want the livery, then you might as well purchase it here, I guess, but you can just do it on the website and put it on yourself. So if you want to do that, do that. These are the vehicles that are available to be stolen or heisted within the Chop Shop. So if you're interested in that, those are the vehicles that are available this week. Alright guys, and last but not least, we have to talk about the time trials this week and today. Today, Cypress Flats is your RC Bandito time trial. We also have your Junk Energy time trial for today. It is Mirror Park. Your time trial itself is Del Perro Pier, and your HSW time trial starts at the Del Perro Beach and ends in the Heights up around here. Anyway guys, that is it for the update week in Grand Theft Auto Online. That is it for what to buy and what to avoid. If you enjoyed this video, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.